Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Hampton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Pulls it, fires complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this week. Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's caught. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Back to pass. It's Russell. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Let's talk about Alabama. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement.
What an abject disaster by this guy, running around, never threw it away, and finally forced out of bounds. Big loss forced by the D. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it's
breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Klubnik. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The tide crowd, rolling noise, down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's got it on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Then watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making checks. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Russell. That's reeled in, it's Horton. Still running up at 40. He's loose. At 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already at the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open
trying to get it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
On the option. Quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
3rd and
situation as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Finds his man, it's Brown. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, for some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team.
Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Randall. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Clemson! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Give to the single back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Young. There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he'll pick up 1 and brings up 2nd and 9.
You You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Makes the catch. It's Young. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Russell. Uncorks it. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen him had a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it's caught! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end. Get to those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Makes the catch near the 50. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time. And an even better job in the back end of the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Under fire. Oh, he dropped dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going up top. Snags it down the right side. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. He's next in line to be that dude because they do a good job with their QBs and finding them, recruiting them, and then developing them and really using their skill sets great. That's why Clemson had that stretch of such dominance in college football.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these 2, that's a virtual textbook there.
Ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Adams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Russell. They've got the screen set up. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama pushing the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's picked off. That's number 10.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. goal for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Just going to keep it after the snap. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires left. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This is a designed run. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. Into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Tide trying to convert on 3rd down as we start the 4th. Back to throw, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot, second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's got it. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense in the hurry-up.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he makes the catch. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Little over-anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've
going to throw it over the top of the D. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
To adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation. Now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field, too. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Russell. Hogs it downfield. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Going to swing it on second down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Might be changing the route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown Tide! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Rushes on him. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Going right to work up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right?